Good morning. If you are able to see my presentation that I just shared, let me know before we start. Thank you. We will be starting in just about 5 minutes. If you can tell me by raising your hand if or thumbs up if you can see the presentation that has been shared. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. All right, we will start in about 3 minutes, just to make sure that we get everybody in. But just stand by. Thank you. All right. Well, welcome to this second monthly parents coffee. And the theme of today will be the summer and pre-college programs. This is mainly geared for 9th to 11th graders. We do have sometimes 12th graders that participate to that in between um, the time they graduate to starting college, but there's very few time to actually get involved at that point. It's basically getting ready for college. So it's mainly to be for 9th to 11th graders. All right, so if you have any questions, I will answer your questions at the end of the presentation just so I'm able to focus. But you can put all those questions on the chat. And I will be starting right now. If you have an issue, being able to visualize the presentation, let me know, but it looks like everybody had the opportunity to see the presentation. It's right now shared and has the slide that says summer and pre-college programs. Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Mrs. Marchante, and today we talk about the pre-college summer and pre-college programs. So we're going to talk about what are summer and pre-college programs, really, university-sponsored summer programs, state-sponsored summer programs, and then we also have third-party programs and database search. This presentation has a lot of links incorporated, so I will be making sure that I am actually sharing the PowerPoint itself later on after this presentation, so you can literally click on it and be able to see it. Of course, this will also be posted on the newsletter that hopefully you're able to check. If you registered for this one, that means that you checked. But it's an important piece. It is also an initial type of presentational resource for you. It is not completely extensive and, complete, because there's so many programs out there that it's hard for me to just put it all in one. It's also a matter of doing your research on your own, and I can help you on that. We can do a one-on-one or meet with each other and go through this. But these are initial resources that kind of help you guide and determine. Okay, so what are summer and pre-college programs? So colleges and universities offer a wide variety of programs for high school students, and generally it is to do more than just a summer vacations. They want to learn about the college major they want to go into later on. They want to meet people with similar interest. They want to interact with college professors and experts and visit college campuses. Don't forget, this is a really big part of determining the college fit of a student. And of course, live like a college student. Not everybody knows what it is to be living like a college student. So we want to make sure that the students know about it. And this is by doing a summer program. Now, interacting with college professors and experts, this will determine on the type of programs that they're attending. Okay, some universities hold their own summer programs. Some third parties will do it, and they're not connected to any type of colleges, but they do it separately. They have their own, format. And then learning about the college major. As you know, ninth graders, 10, 11 graders, even 12th graders, sometimes they don't really know what they really want to do. So that is a great way to determine if that is really what they want to focus on. I really do like summer programs for 9th, 10th graders and 11th graders just because it's another way for them to determine what they want to do with their lives. They're still forming, they're still figuring themselves out, they're still learning what skills they have. And by doing several types of summer programs during the summer, during the year that they're in high school, can help them determine their majors, or even their workforce. Maybe they don't want to go to college, maybe they want to go to a workforce directly or do an apprenticeship. That's many different benefits of doing summer programs. So how are they formatted? So you have length that varies between few days to few weeks to 2 months, which is basically the time of the summer break. You have fields of studies that are completely open. We can have it as specific or general. We have a lot of foreign languages options out there. We have medical options. We have computer science, engineering, law, and even environmental, forestry. I just saw one yesterday about that. So there's many different aspects that the students can take advantage of. What are the benefits? And this is what comes down to really this presentation. So summer programs can have a benefit of earning high school credit. They can transfer that here and add it to the transcript. Has to be going through some type of vetting and some type of process. So before the students goes to a summer program, make sure that they talk with a school counselor here to double check that it's going to be okay. They can earn a college credit as well. So these are the ones that are usually doing classes at universities, and they're basically taking a summer term, a summer semester, as if they were already college students. And these classes will be college level classes that will be easily transferable and added to their college transcript when they start attending college. So they can be either electives or they can be already classes that can be determined as their main general requirement. Of course, again, they help students grow, mature, and solidify their future major choice, and the benefit for the college application and scholarships opportunity. So don't forget, this is like a very important aspect of the holistic college application. This is how the college process works. It's holistic application in the sense where the college reviewer will be taking in consideration the quantitative side, which is the grades, GPA, SAT scores, and ACT, but also want to know what else did they do other than just being good students and going to class. What else did they do? What else makes them who they are? So they want to find out what else did they do? What else did they contribute to? What community did they contribute to? And that's usually transcribed into the Common App. They have activities. They have information for the students to add, and also can be transcribed into the essay. And the summer programs are the ones that will create that content, if you like. So if you want to do it on your own, of course, search colleges and universities' websites for pre-college programs. the search keywords, you go onto the website of the university and you write or you and you search summer programs or pre-college programs. They all call it differently. So either you go on the website and make a search on the website of the university or make a search on Google. I will be talking about it right now of some of the featured ones that are the most popular, but at the end of the day, there's all universities will have some type of a summer programming for students, for high school students. Can be from a few days to 2 months, depending on how intense it is. So let's jump into the university-sponsored summer programs. Again, I told you earlier that this has a lot of links for you to click on. I will be sharing this PowerPoint so you can go straight into it, but you can do a quick Google search now if you have a second screen open, and you can do Virginia Tech, for example, CEED pre-college programs, and they're all about the different opportunities for students. I am going to try to log in right now, and hopefully it's going to open. Yes, so I will be sharing that screen as well. Just give me a second. As you see, Virginia Tech, UVA, VCU, Christopher Newport University, Georgetown. Georgetown is a three-week medical academy. Let me double check the URL that you're talking about. Yes, I might have made the wrong, but I'll fix this. It's basically VCU. VCU has their own program. I just have to double check. Sorry about that. But thank you for bringing that up. So to go back to this is the Virginia Tech program. They have different pathways. We have a lot of students that have attended, let me double check. They have attended the CTech program. These are designed for 11 to 12 graders, young women, so it's focused on you know, the gender specific. You have future engineering pathways as well here for first generation college students. We have those that are made for even middle schoolers. So if you do have a middle schooler that wanted to attend, that's another great aspect about it. So a lot of you probably are asking, you know, if we attend a pre-college program, are we guaranteed to be accepted? No. Okay. The answer is no, you're not guaranteed. You may have an advantage on submitting your college application earlier than the rest of the students because you attended that. So that's a benefit. But as far as being guaranteed acceptance, that's not the case. So just FYI, the benefit on this is mainly the early application to the college, earlier than the deadlines that you see currently. Okay, so it wouldn't be November 1st deadline, it will be in September, a deadline. Well, they will ask you to submit the common application right away without even you starting even the senior year yet. So that is one of the benefits. Let's go into UVA. UVA, it's pretty much a full summer semester. They will, you know, of course, they have a fee that is very similar if you were already a college student at UVA and you got to pay those classes, but you will be taking 4 classes. Let me see if it comes out. You will be taking these types of classes right here. These were from last summer, so they haven't opened up the application yet. But these are the 4 classes you'll be taking, and you'll be in a residential setting. You also have a workshop. You earn 6 transferable undergraduate credit. So if you were to be accepted at UVA, they will accept that. I'm sure if you were to be accepted somewhere else and you have those credits here, I'm sure you can talk with the transfer admission office and find out if those classes are accepted elsewhere. They're small classes, you get access to different support services, and really the students have in before everybody else. So they will be aware of what UVA is about, how it is to be living on campus, how it is to go to the dining hall, how it is to be connected with housing, you know, be informed of, you know, the safety and the services on campus grounds. Talk with professors that are teaching all these classes. So, I mean, it is really a good exposure for students, especially if they really want to go to UVA. If they don't want to go to UVA, it's fine. They still have opportunity, but that is basically the same setup as it will be in another university, the same type of exposure to dining hall, housing, and all of that. So it's a really good way to find out if a student is able to actually handle being away from home, or are they going to be doing their laundry during that 4-week time that they're staying? So, you know, how responsible are they going to be? So it's a little bit of a test in a way. So VCU, I'll skip for that because I don't have the link right away, and it's going to freeze my computer if I do so. CNU is Christopher Newport University in Newport News by Norfolk. That is a very small university, about 5,000 students, but very focused and very they have a good benefit with the contact with the professor, so students can get research going right from the beginning. They're a public university, and they offer many types of different fields. This is a summer music institute, and they have, as you see, it's eligible for even 9th graders. And then they are involved into all of these classes. So as you see, it's a wide variety. It is not just, you know, different kind. It will touch on every single type of majors. Oops, sorry about that. Georgetown Summer Institute. I'm going to go straight to the 3-week medical academy. It's a very well-known program. They've been going on for a while. They do have also online summer programs, which, you know, at the end of the day, whether you're doing online or in person, you still have the fact that you've been to Georgetown and you've interacted with Georgetown professors in attending a summer program. So they tell you a little bit of the price, and I'm sure they have some type of scholarships available, but that's what they touch 3 weeks. And then you are in a different tracks. You can do anatomy and physiology, neuroscience, or emergency medicine. And you get a snapshot of what is to be a first-year medical student at Georgetown. So those are the benefits. You can work on research-based programs. You connect with faculty members. So remember, if you are part of any of those programs, whether it's medical or any other type of fields, all these professors that the students have interacted with are considered, and especially if they're really connected, they've talked, they engage with each other and all of that, they can become easily a recommender. A letter of recommendation from them will be amazing. So it's more than just, hey, I attended the summer program and it was great, I found my major. But even for later, when they start applying for colleges, having all these benefits and connections, it's great. They get a certificate of participation, which shows the proof that they were there. And then they're ahead of the curve as far as the medicine, because they get exposed to different type of trends in the medical field. Okay, so that was university sponsored. Of course, this is not extensive. You have to make sure that you look into, you do a quick research on Google and put whatever university you want to go to, or Virginia University's summer programs, and then they give you a list. Let's talk about the state-sponsored summer programs. In the past newsletters, I've actually posted those information. The first one, and again, this is not the only one. There's so many other ones based on the different type of association and consortiums. But we're talking about the Virginia Space Grant Consortium. This is a very popular one. 5 Virginia colleges come together. NASA is one of the agencies included, and Virginia Centers for Innovative Technology. What they do, they put together a program during the summer. The deadline is approaching very fast, so I'm glad we're having this webinar. And they also added this one, Pathway Flight Academies, where you actually learn how to fly. So if anybody wants to go into commercial flight, being a commercial pilot, this is a really good start. So Virginia Aerospace Science and Technology Scholars, I'll go quickly on that, but everything has been posted in my past newsletter. So if you don't mind going back and checking that, it has the link and has the application for it. It is selective, okay? It requires a student to submit some information about them, but once they are in, they will get a lot of benefits out of that. This one, there are 7-day residential summer academy at Langley Research Center of NASA. So this is a great opportunity for students to get exposed to aerospace. What we get next is Virginia Earth Science Scholars. Again, those are programs that the students can add to their college application. If students are going to the academies and they're doing a lot more research intensive projects, they can add that to their portfolio and maybe connect with one of those professor instructors at those agencies. This one is offered by the Virginia Space Grant Consortium as well, and it's focused on mathematics and science. You have to be a junior or senior. And you will be attending at, I believe, I'm not sure if they mentioned that, where you're going to be. But every single one of them also have the possibility of providing dual enrollment and transfer college credits. So you're not just going there to have experience of the NASA scientists or engineers. You're actually getting those as credits, and you will attend workshops and lectures. So same thing for the other ones as well. The Pathway Flight Academies, this one opens in January 24th, so for anybody interested. And it is really to learn about flying. I mean, they will be taking some courses and eventually culminating on their first flight. And that's an important part, actually, because they are saying that the next 15 years, there will be a lack of commercial airline pilots. There will be a lack of aviation maintenance technicians and air traffic controllers. I mean, we hear that on the news all the time. So this is in demand. And starting this way, they will tell you the ropes on how to get into getting flight training schools and how to get in. So having that possibility right there will get you a head start on getting to the flight training schools. Okay, so these are that was the Virginia STEM program. Now, summer residential governor schools. I also posted that on the newsletter. You probably heard that from your students as well. But the summer residential governor schools provide rising juniors and seniors intensive educational experiences in visual and performing arts, humanities, mathematics, science, and technology, and of course, marine science and engineering. So these are all the fields, and they will be held at these universities: Christopher Newport, Virginia Tech, Radford, University of Lynchburg, Radford University. There is an application process, and it's all listed on the newsletter that is coming out this Friday or today. I also have it sent it to all the students, and I have a bulletin board outside of my wall here on my office that shows what they have to do. The application is pretty intense as well. And then we select this, the governor school itself will be selecting students to come to and attend the program at those universities. So this one is twofold. Not only the students are able to kind of learn about the field, but also attend the college as a residential, so as a college student. So that's another way of getting that exposure again. If a student wants to go to engineering, for example, why not try a different discipline? Why not try agriculture or humanities to kind of find out what that exposure will be? Okay, so I've had a student that was going to do into engineering last year, and she ended up doing agriculture. There is some matching parts of that, but she loved it. She had a great time and great thing to add to the college application now. Now she's a senior. For the visual and performing arts, if you have any students into art, tech, theater, they're having their preliminary audition at Briarwoods High School on October 30th. And you just reach out to me and I can leave you and I can tell you the process. But all applications are due in this office, in the Career Center, by December 4th. Once I have compiled all this application, I'll send it to the district, and the district sends it to the state. And from there, I think we'll learn about the decision by March, I believe. And then that way the students are ready to go for the summer. All right, third-party programs and database. So in the past, and I've been looking and looking and looking on how to find the best summer program and even internships, to be honest, within, if there was a database out there that can just compile all the information all together. So teenlife.com is actually a really good one. I met them at the NACA conference, and they said that they were going to send me a bunch of different magazines based on the different programs. So Gap Year, or seniors that don't know yet what they want to do and they want to kind of figure themselves out. There's a bunch of programs that students can do after they graduate. They can wait a year and then go to college the following fall. These are the ones that I want to talk about, the summer programs. So you have the possibility of doing a search here and adding where we are. So it will be by Washington, D.C. for us. And then they have also online summer programs. And then you can filter by category. So this one always comes up. It's very popular in the area, obviously. This one is actually a traveling players, so pretty good for theater students. Again, this one, they have it 1 week for medical. So I guess 3 weeks was the max. right there. Law Academy. Well, Georgetown is everywhere. We do have also University of Maryland, another way of getting exposed to Maryland. And then they have many other ones. So Global Scholar Summer Program. So this is a good one for anybody that is interested in political or international relations. Let's see if we put Virginia in here. But this is basically how I help the students look for information. And sometimes the district will share things with me as well. And I do Google search. So it's a lot of research intensive. But I do help the students when they come to see me and they ask me, hey, I really want to look for a summer program or an internship or volunteer opportunity. We sit down and we go and search and find out what is their best fit. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that the students will take something out of it. William and Mary, that's another one. History, anybody is involved into history, which is good for law, as a matter of fact. So they have many. If you put the state right there. Okay. So remember Teen Life, I'm expecting their magazine to arrive. And hopefully I'll be able to distribute some to you. EF, we all probably know about EF. They're big exchange programs and travel program for high school students and younger, actually. And they do have summer camp abroad where students can actually be immersed with a different culture, learn the language. Now, the benefit is really just the experience at that point. You know, something that they probably want to take with them and then expand once they come back. So if someone went for, you know, art in Paris, they want to come back here and maybe do some type of a project or maybe talk about it in their essay. So there's not much of a college credit transfer in that sense, but it's a good experience for the student. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here. I think there's a lot of information. You can schedule an appointment with me. I'm getting pretty booked as we go into the November timeline. I also want to say that, you know, I'm happy to also do a virtual meeting or a quick email. Sometimes the emails can, we end up having a discussion over the email, but I'm totally fine with that because that helps me also take care of the students that come here. Do you have any questions? If you want to put them in the chat, that will be more than welcome to respond. Again, this presentation will be on, the PowerPoint will be submitted to you all. I will also put the recording video to on the newsletter and on the website. Okay. All right. Well, if you have any questions, my email, if you haven't seen it yet, is Tiziana Marchante at lcps.org. I'm putting it on the chat so that way you can have, you can record that. I also can take appointments with you all, and then we can meet and discuss. So I take about an hour, and we go through all this. If I have any parents that have seniors, know that we're going to get into the really busy time. We're already in a busy time, but even more so. Just so you know, for financial aid is FAFSA application is opening later in December 31st. They changed our the timeline. So they're not quite ready yet. So it was December 31st. I can help you complete the FAFSA, and as well, we're going to have a workshop where students can come in and parents can come in to complete the FAFSA January 20th. Okay, see someone typing. scholarships, if you are thinking about scholarships for seniors, please look at Schoollinks. But Schoollinks platform from the student side is much more intense and better filled up than the parent side, I've noticed. So if you want to help your student go through that the scholarship application, you will have to go on Schoollinks, where there's on the sidebar is finances. Click on that and do scholarship match. This is where you can see everything. Is there anything for 9th to raising 10th next year? For summer programs, you can look at the different Virginia State program. They have some that are for early or younger students in high school. Not sure if you meant the summer programs or something else, but we do have a lot of information for 9th or rising 10th graders. Yes. Yes, summer programs. The Virginia State has the STEM program has a lot of information for even middle schoolers. If you were to go on their website, to the left-hand side, it has K to 12. If you click on that, you'll see all by grades. And these are the summer programs for STEM related programs. If you want something other than STEM, you can do a quick search on the Virginia, has a Google Virginia summer programs for 10th graders. And I can help you with that too. Just send me an email and I'll search for that and send you the resource. No problem. Okay, thank you very much. It was a pleasure as usual. The next one will be in November, and I'll let you know about the theme. Okay, have a good weekend.